Happy first day of school, little pirates. It's Mrs. Deegan. I'm your principal. If you're new to the building or if you're in kindergarten, you'll be seeing me around in the halls and in your classrooms. But I just want to show you a couple important things that I think you need to know as you start at the school year. So follow me. When you come to school, certain grade levels have certain doors. Kindergarten and first graders enter through the front doors. Second grade, you guys will enter through that door. Third graders, you enter through this door and you'll see the signs. And fourth graders, you will enter down there and exit through there. We start school at 8:15 and we go home at 2:45 on a full day. And this also reminds you that you have to wear a face mask when you enter the building. This is one important thing that I want you to see as you are in the hallway. There are certain arrows, and I want you to walk on that side of the hallway when you're walking to PE or when you're walking to lunch. It's very important that we walk and we're spaced out. We don't want to touch one another. We really want to keep our hands to ourselves this school year, more importantly than ever. So you'll see those arrows. You want to stay on one side of the hallway and you want to be spread out. Hi, it's me again. Now I'm going to act like a student, okay? Because I'm in a classroom and I don't have to wear my mask right now, okay? But now our teacher said it's almost time for lunch. So what do I have to do? I have to put my mask on because we all have to wear masks in the hallway. So the school bought you really cool lanyards that you're gonna wear every day, and you're gonna keep your mask around your lanyard, okay? So it hangs there and it dangles there. So then you put your mask on so you can get lined up for the hallway. I still have my lanyard on. Now I'm ready to go out into the hallway or to get on the bus. Another change here at Spittler is where we enter the lunchroom. If you have been here before, you know that we used to line up right here. But this year, we are going to line up and go this way. And these are important social distancing stickers to remind you where you need to stand when you're in line. We want to keep 6 feet apart as best as we can. And it follows all the way around. These are our lunchroom tables. There are sometimes you're going to be eating lunch in the lunchroom, and you're going to have to sit on a black dot to space out. Another thing that we need to keep in mind is when we're going to the bathroom, there should only be about 3 or 4 people in the bathroom at once. I don't want you to stand next to anyone. We still have to space out, little pirates. And I want you to wash your hands for at least 20 seconds with soap. Wash them good. And then you can dry them and you walk back to the classroom. Washing our hands throughout the day is very important this year. This is another change, little pirates. When I go to the drinking fountain and I push this, the water doesn't come out. We turned off the drinking fountains because you won't be able to use the drinking fountains. But guess what you will get to use? You will get to fill up your water bottle. Okay, at the water filling station. It's very important. So please make sure you bring water bottles to school every day. Hi, boys and girls. I'm going to read you a story that normally I read to the entire school in the gymnasium, but it's gonna look a little different this year. It is called First Day Jitters by Julie Danenberg, illustrated by Judy Love. Sarah dear, time to get out of bed, Mr. Hartwell said, poking his head through the bedroom doorway. You don't want to miss the first day at your new school, do you? I'm not going, said Sarah and pulled the covers over her head. Of course you're going, honey, said Mr. Hartwell as he walked over to the window and snapped up the shade. No, I'm not. I don't want to start over again. I hate my new school, Sarah said. She tunneled down to the end of her bed. How can you hate your new school, sweetheart? Mr. Hartwell chuckled. You've never been there before. Don't worry, you liked your other school. You'll like this one. Besides, just think of all the new friends you'll meet. That's just it. I don't know anybody. And it will be hard. And I just hate it, that's all. What will everyone think if you aren't there? We told them that you're coming. They will think that I am lucky, and they will wish that they were home in bed like me. Mr. Hartwell sighed. Sarah Jane Hartwell, I'm not playing this silly game 1 second longer. I'll see you downstairs in 5 minutes. Sarah tumbled out of bed. She stumbled into the bathroom. She fumbled into her clothes. My head hurts, she moaned as she trudged into the kitchen. Mr. Hartwell handed Sarah a piece of toast and her lunchbox. Getting ready to go to school. They walked to the car. Sarah's hands were cold and clammy. They drove down the street. She couldn't breathe. She was really nervous. And then they were there. I feel sick, Sarah said weakly. Nonsense, said Mr. Hartwell. You'll love your new school once you get started. Oh, look, there's your principal, Mrs. Burton. Sarah slumped down in her seat. Oh, Sarah, Mrs. Burton gushed, peeking into the car. There you are. Come on, I'll show you where to go. Our school won't look like that. We have to be social distance. She led Sarah into the building and walked quickly through the crowded hallways. Don't worry, everyone is nervous the first day, she said over her shoulder as Sarah rushed to keep up. When they got to the classroom, most of the children were already in their seats. The class looked up as Mrs. Burton cleared her throat. Class, attention please, said Mrs. Burton. When the class was quiet, she led Sarah to the front of the room and said, Class, I would like you to meet your new teacher, Mrs. Sarah Jane Hartwell.